So what is menopause? Menopause is a hormonal overhaul of the body. It starts somewhere around 45 years old and can last somewhere between 7-10 years. What happens during this time? Hormones, female sex hormones, the ones that were safeguarding her, they are gradually diminishing. Currently, your body is undergoing a complete transformation and you are gradually becoming indistinguishable from a male body. In what sense? Now you have an increased risk of developing cardiovascular diseases. So my dear and beloved women, please keep that in mind. In the past, hormones used to support us, but now they will no longer be present in our bodies. And since the entire organism is undergoing restructuring, during this period, please remember, as I mentioned to you in the previous lecture, you will be more susceptible to obesity. Recall and keep in memory that you're going to have a whole lot of really unpleasant feelings. And when you go to the doctor, if you suddenly decide to seek help, in order to reduce your unpleasant sensations, the doctor will prescribe hormonal therapy for you. Do not you dare succumb to that. There is absolutely no way. What is this? Your body eliminates hormones, but you will be consuming them instead. This is not normal. You'll extend it. Your own torment is one thing, but secondly, you will simply disrupt your own mechanisms of adaptation to new conditions. So don't take any hormonal medications. And remember, this has been passed down from generation to generation by all women. Don't behave like snowflakes and you will make it. That is not cool. I have experienced it firsthand. Yeah, it can be a real pain sometimes. But remember, I'm going to give you one more hint right now. You know, menopause is not only about hormonal changes. The menopause is getting worse. Do you know the reason behind it? Requirements of the brain. And what does the brain require? Let me fill you in. So, pay attention, listen carefully to everything that you were taught up until this specific point in time, which refers to when you were a teenager, a girl, a young woman, and successfully made it to the age of 45 years old. What were you taught throughout this entire period? They taught you how to cultivate a fulfilling family life, assuming you had a nurturing mother and grandmother. And the government provided you with the chance to acquire a profession. You have been employed and continue to be employed at present, but you have already completely assimilated the information you possessed. You have already fully utilized it, and now it appears that you are merely making no progress. Remember, I told you, the new definition of what life is a constant pursuit of knowledge. Have you fully utilized the knowledge you obtained earlier in life before reaching the age of 45? So what do you have to implement at this moment? Now that is what intensifies menopause, a demand originating from the brain. I'm reiterating, brain doesn't feed on nothing. With potatoes, the brain consumes information. To alleviate your condition during menopause, initiate the process of learning a new profession by the age of 45. Embark on acquiring knowledge of other languages to enhance your situation. What does that provide? This provides the brain with a sudden influx of new information. And then the brain says, oh, new info has come, gotta work, no time to be distracted by a headache ringing in the ears and so on. So, is there life after menopause? You betcha. And I told you that science said we can live up to 120 years each. Positive attitude that comes from each of us. It gets into the general network and we break it down into parts like we're doing right now so that we can live with you until we're 120 years old and have a wonderful, interesting life without breaking anything around us, but only with our presence, our thoughts, our responsibility, intending to gradually modify everything around. We are all human beings, you know. After the age of 45, we successfully completed the biological program, and now we are in the process of transitioning to the human program, as you may already know. And a human program contains the same basic indicators. This is self-improvement. It means we have to seek information and strengthen ourselves. The second thing is self-motivation. We don't need someone pushing us from behind or pulling us from the front. All right, we are on our own now, and self-replicating, that is the most important thing. We have to leave something special with you guys. The things that individuals can utilize at this very moment, our descendants will be able to make use of in the future. And if we possess sufficient strength, then take action that we can take pride in, and that future generations, who will live for 100 years after us, can derive benefits from. Now that is the response to the meaning of life. Is there existence after menopause for women? Is there existence? Yes, she is genuine and she is filled with incredible moments.